You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole, and Johan, thank you for bringing this awesome Patreon request down the rabbit hole. Epicans and Chronicans, we are doing Universal Death Squad. This is the guitar playthrough by Isaac Delahaye himself.
I'm really excited to see what Isaac has to show us with this guitar playthrough.
Yeah.
We haven't seen much of Isaac in the past, so this is really new to us.
Yeah.
Remember, if you want to see more like this, come down the rabbit hole to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to get more Enter the Chronicness.
And I know Johan also requested this because he wanted to kindle that fire of my guitar playing, so I'm sure this is going to really help. Now, we both have heard this song before and love it.
Hey everybody, this is Isaac from EPICA, and you're watching the playthrough / instructional video for Universal Death Squad. It's the first single of our new album, The Holographic Principle, which will come out later this year. And you know, I hope you'll like it. It's a pretty heavy song for guitars, lots of technical stuff going on, and I'll just gonna play through and then give some more explanation about little parts here and there, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Have fun.
Not the voice I thought it'd be.
Yeah.
I thought he'd have a higher voice.
Yeah, he's got quite a low voice from what I was expecting.
Yeah, I like it.
Me too.
So in the first riff, which is already quite challenging because you have left hand and right hand muting, you have quite some things, so I'll go over it. It's this riff. So that's the one. So you basically do, every time I have a mute in my right hand.
And I just need to shout out the 7-string Les Paul there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoa, it's beautiful. Hard to play what he's going to show me because I only got a 6-string, so it's been really hard to learn EPICA songs with the 7-string.
And I also stress it with my left hand, so that's the idea. So to get it really tight, it's just good. If you do it only right hand, you kind of hear stuff going on, and you just don't want that. So if you mute the stuff, do it with both hands, and that's going to be a lot better. Then you have kind of triad stuff. I start on an E triad. Then you also have the end part is a C, or wait a second, it's a G triad going to an A major triad. Yeah, and that's about it. So you just shift it one from the other. And you start the riff all over again. Play it slow.
course, I know he makes it look so easy, but something I'm already learning from Isaac and watching him play is just his control. And even though it sounds so chaotic and there's so much going on, like, it's just precision, and he's not hands flinging everywhere. It's just he could do it so precisely, and that's something.
It's really interesting watching him, because
Yeah.
I don't play guitar. And so watching him and watching this kind of like playthrough tutorial on how to play
Yeah.
it, it's really interesting, especially seeing how he does that double muting.
Yeah, something I didn't know.
Something I wouldn't have even expected. So that this has been phenomenal, and seeing how he plays like that control that you're saying is just.
And you can tell he has music theory, because I don't know what triads or anything is. I've just self-taught myself, and I don't know if he has a master's or something like that in music itself, but I'm pretty sure he does. And he even made Mark a better guitarist, so I could definitely tell just from this little clip so far.
Oh. And then you repeat the same thing on the second fret. So it basically is just a harmonic minor scale starting at the fourth. The pre-chorus is going like this. So this basically is a D chord. And you have some open strings there.
Thumbnail lady loves the picking, don't you?
I love the picking. I also just want to shout out that the D chord is the first chord Avery ever learned on guitar.
Nice!
So that's just a little thing that stuck out to me.
Oh, that's good. Because, like, though you don't play guitar yourself,
I understand music.
You understand music, and you actually want to learn guitar yourself. You've been mentioning to me, so hopefully this has given you some inspiration too.
I won a guitar in a draw. That was my very first guitar. I still own it. I've had it for 20 years. And it's signed by a band that doesn't exist anymore.
Even better.
And this guitar now sits in my son's room. And that's the guitar that I first started learning how to play guitar on. But I kept breaking the strings. And now it's become Avery's guitar that he started learning guitar on. So that's kind of been that I probably would like to start learning again.
We should. I mean, EPICA made me want to play again. So this is great.
Or like just the chords ringing through. Then you go to an E, and you have a little lick in between. Go into a G. You play it like this. So this first index finger, you just change it to the D up there whenever you gonna play it here, and then you go to a D lick. That's the lick. It always changes every time I play it, so you have to listen carefully and see what I do. So sometimes I do like in the first thing before going to the chorus. At the end of the chorus, I would do. And I go back to the first riff, or I do. That's before going to the bridge, which goes like this then. Or I do. That's going right before the last chorus. So this one little lick has a lot of variations, and you know, just listen well what I do where, and you'll figure it out again. Then go into the chorus, which has an upbeat. So you do 1, 2, 3. So you basically have 4 notes, and you just shift the rhythm according to how you want it. So it goes like. So it always kind of changes. Then that's about it for, again, mute the stuff in between with both hands. Like to get it really tight. The bridge, so I take all the power chords with a 5th in the bass now.
Isaac's become one of my favorite guitarists since doing this channel, and this is only helping, and I just want to know from the Epicans, who is your favorite guitarist, and is Isaac better with a man bun or his hair down? That's the main question.
So, like this. And if you mute it, right hand. And then you have a little lick here, which is a C chord, which goes to a C 9th, I guess. Or no, not I guess, I'm sure. But anyway. So you have...
You're the pro.
I don't guess, I'm sure of it, but I guess.
And then the riff after that kind of goes on with the same idea, but you have some more technical stuff with like
you do.
Harmonics, stuff like that. So I'll just play it through.
I love harmonics.
The more technical stuff after this, yeah, I can walk you through it, but basically it's kind of it's 2 guitars, a duel between 2 guitars, and I'll just walk you through one, and then you can maybe figure out the other one. So it's...
Good luck.
So one thing you should know, just like with the solo, where I sometimes start with an upstroke, even though you're supposed to start with a downstroke. For some reason, I think for me it's easier. So the licks like this, that kind of stuff, I always start with an upstroke. You can also do downstrokes all the way. Or you can start with a downstroke if that's more what you want. So that would be... I never do that. So I'll stick to the upstrokes. So just try for yourself, see if that works better maybe.
Let me know as well. He gives me a Gaston vibe with his look.
Yes, he does.
Gaston!
He does. I just have to say, with his upstroke and downstroke, that's actually something I have a hard time with the violin, because you have to do the same thing whether you're doing an upstroke or a downstroke.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
How you're starting.
Yeah.
And my brain always does what he's doing and reverses it.
Right.
So that's something that I have actually... And I just wanted to mention that because he had to think about it for a second and look up, be like, wait a second, what way am I starting again?
Couldn't even do it naturally as well as the other ways he was doing.
Yeah, because it's how your brain is. It's how it's there's a lot of psychology to it. So that was just something that was really cool that I wanted to kind of point out that I even struggle with is what you're supposed to do versus what is more natural.
I agree, and even learning songs, like what he's saying, there's sometimes he'll do it a certain way, maybe he'll down pick only, and like when I'm learning a song right now and I sometimes just do down picks opposed to up and down, and it's really just how you're feeling in the moment. So it's cool to know that someone like Isaac that has a pro level, he will change it up too. And it's just like, hear what I do this time, because it's going to be a little change just to keep him on his toes and keep him thinking, and because it can get really repetitive playing the music. So you have to have that ability to change it up sometimes. So it's cool to see he does that.
Maybe the same with the lick. After that, up. That way I can, like the first note, it's not muted, the second note is muted, so it's easier for me to have the downstroke and the mute together. Stuff
Makes
like Alright, now I'll take you to the solo part, what you all have been waiting for, I guess. So first I start with a pentatonic scale, I guess it's C-sharp pentatonic. And then I go to, that's a F-sharp chord, major chord, going down. And then back up. So once again, the whole thing. Then I do an A chord. Same thing with a C sharp minor. Then I go to a B major. And then a sort of pentatonic again. You end with, that's like four notes in a row, always the same, and then, and I start that last riff with a, or lick with an upstroke. So I don't start with a downstroke, though it's on the down beat, but for some reason I start with an upstroke. So up, up. Last note with an upstroke. That's it.
metronome.
Last riff goes like. So the stuff in between is just muted strings. That's it. Then it's kind of a blend between the stuff in the chorus and the stuff in the bridge. So we have that's from the chorus, and then that's the stuff from the bridge.
Yeah.
So I just put it together, and I end with, which is a D, C sharp, D, B, and that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Yeah! Throw the pick.
He has so much fun.
He does. Owen! The Beast has a playthrough for the drum.
Oh,
we gotta try that one too. Well, that was a lot of fun. Isaac's a great guy, just someone I would love to meet and just pick his brain apart and see what his full journey was. I don't know his full journey. I know he had a lot of bands and all that before even getting to EPICA himself. So like, I wish I knew his history more, and this only makes me want to check out more. And me as a guitarist, this is my restriction, y'all. So getting to watch these guys play with all hands makes me want to switch, but it's just so far. I'm 30. Is it time to switch over? I can't do it, but maybe I need to be able to play all this stuff, and it makes me want to get an electric myself. I only have an acoustic, and it's just getting to see the techniques that you can do with the electric opposed to the acoustic as well. And that really makes me eager to want to do more. So Johan, you did what you wanted, and I want to play even more guitar. I want to grab it right now, so that's pretty cool. Even Thumbnail Lady wants to play a little guitar now as well. And that less guitar itself just sounds so good. He can mute every single string and just hit it, and it still sounds good. And what did you think about it, hon?
I just want to point out that I love his kind of philosophy that I guess on life. And I'm just assuming at this point, but just with how he was playing, being like, I don't know, I play with an upstroke. I was supposed to play with a downstroke. And you saying that he has, and you can tell that he has like actual training, like
he knows what he's talking about.
He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So it gives me a very like Pirates of the Caribbean vibe of, you know, the music theory, there's rules, but they're more like guidelines than actual rules.
I think this is a triad or like whatever he like kind of throws it in.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm pretty sure it's this. Well, actually, I'm certain that it's this, but I'm guess, right? And so just how he has fun with it, and he's like, I've learned all this, I know what it is, but because I know what it is, because I've learned it, I can play around with it and do what's going to be more natural for me. Yeah, I play it with this stroke, I play it with that stroke, I do this because it's easier to mute it on a downstroke than on an upstroke, which is what you're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
And like, so having those little bits of flair that he adds in with his play style as I was watching, and how he kind of like, even with you when you're playing, when you're like barring out a whole fret and you put your two fingers on top to
push it down harder.
Make sure you get everything. So those little flares that people do when they are playing is definitely something that I found very interesting in this.
Yeah, it's mesmerizing, and it's great, and just how easy he does it too. That's what intrigues me the most, because I'm learning like Ghost of Perdition right now from Opeth, and it's a really long, hard song, but it's so damn difficult to play it smoothly. So just to see him, this is one of my favorite songs from EPICA itself, so I was really excited to see Isaac performing it, because it was actually one of the first songs that really hooked me onto EPICA and just their futuristic, different type of a sound. This song's great.
Oh yeah, this is an amazing song. Absolutely loved it. Loved hearing this playthrough. And then we saw that there's a another playthrough.
The Aryan drum playthrough for this.
I'm really excited for, because I love drums.
Yeah, so definitely stay tuned for that, folks. Definitely subscribe for that. And thank you, Johan, for this. It definitely put the fire in my belly to play. So thank you, my brother. We are exiting the rabbit hole, folks. Thanks for spending time with us.
Thank you so much for this, Johan. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
Special shout out to all of our patrons and YouTube members. We appreciate all of your support.